Hello everyone. Today is Thursday, March 21st, 2024 at 8:29 p.m. Um I don't know if I should say evening or night, but um so guess I'll say in the evening. Um so excuse me for stretching. Well, um last night I think I went to sleep or went to bed at like 2 something in the morning, and then well, I think I couldn't really fall asleep until after 4 o'clock. I don't remember exactly, but then well, I think I woke up about um mm, I think my final wake up was like about 8:35 or something. But I was still tired and didn't have enough sleep. But then like they had a lot of red vehicles parked near my hotel room, and I had a little bit of other gang stalking activity, but I forgot. I don't remember. Um, but um, I had a. Oh, I remember. Um, so um, what was small stuff like, but they had like it was a black guy that had like pink Crocs on, but he had a personality or demeanor like somebody that's like, you know, a hood thug, gangster, or whatever. But then they had two Hispanics, females, like as I was walking out of the front office coming from breakfast, they were walking in, the same time entry exit with the gang stalking. And um there was two Hispanic females, and the one on the left side was wearing a lot of red, and the one on the right side was wearing black. And of course, the one wearing red, was the one that was walking closest towards me. Um, so I went back to my room, and you know, um, yeah, I had a banana nut muffin and apple juice. Like I'm tired of eating this. I'm tired of eating the same thing like every day. But um but they do have you know a couple of corner stores nearby, but I that would be more money for me to have to spend. And but at the same time, I don't feel like being gang stalked, walking to trying to go to the store and get me something to eat, and then anything could happen, you know. So I just been dealing with um the muffin and the juice every day. It's been over 2 weeks and I've been eating like the exact same thing for breakfast. So, but it's all right though. I'm surviving. Like there's a such thing I heard that when they had was called Shit Hit the Fan with the New World Order, people were talking about the idea of food fatigue, with eating the same foods all the time, or you get sick and tired of eating the same food all the time, But anyway, um, so I was still tired. Um, I tried to go to take a nap, I think, um, after breakfast and couldn't, but then um, I forgot what activities I did, and then um, the leftover plate of food from that was the buy one get one free plate. The second plate that was free, I had that. Excuse me, left over from the day before yesterday. I had that for lunch today, and I could not eat all the rice. And then after lunch, like, I was compelled to fall asleep. It was sometime after 4 o'clock in the evening. I mean afternoon. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and but while I was like eating my lunch, I wrote a quick short story. I'm still sleep deprived, but I tried. Um, but I put it in the community post. One of the community posts today. But yeah, I was simultaneously eating my lunch and working on a short story at the same time. And then it didn't come out the way I really wanted it to, but um, you know, but it seems like as if everybody ignored my short story today, on every platform seems like. But then, yeah, at sometime I think after 4 o'clock, I was trying to fight to stay awake, and then I dozed off and fell asleep, and then I woke up at 6 something. I don't remember if it was right before or right after 6 o'clock, or probably around 6:30. I don't remember. And then around 7 o'clock, I had um, leftover pizza. I had three slices of pizza from Domino's, from leftover from yesterday. Excuse me, and also a lava cake. And it's like, wow, I'm tired of eating Domino's. Tired of eating lava cakes and the pizza and stuff, you know. But then you know, and then tonight out, you know, I guess I'm just chilling out now. But I forgot to mention that last night I had a shower, and I itched only a little bit last night. But something was itching my ankles earlier this evening when I was eating, and I don't know if it was gnats or fleas attacking my left ankle. Um, but excuse me, yeah. So the fake Donnell Williams perp and someone I suspect that also David Jane as well, were harassing me. So, um, I put in a community post about the fake Darnell Williams perp harassing me. And, you know, now they've been very immature and fucking annoying with harassing me about red velvet cake every single day. You know, I myself eat red velvet cake or like the flavor of red velvet cake. Um, but I but they act like as if they're trying to coerce me to hate something that I like, you know. But I seldom eat red velvet cake. It's like every now and then, you know. Excuse me, but they want to bully me to shut up about the police incident while they continue while I have their accounts blocked for harassment and but at the same time, they can harass me about red velvet cake, but they think they got the fake authority to make it like they're sick and tired of me talking about the police incident every day and want me to shut up about it. But you can't tell me what to talk about on my channel, especially if I have your account blocked. So, the fake Darnell Williams perp, he falsely accused me of molesting the cat. Of the video that I showed y'all earlier, it was like a compilation of multiple shorter videos put into one. And, he tried to make, he tried to falsely portray himself as the red velvet cake devil and talk about come join me and stuff like that. So I'm letting y'all know that this satanic gang stalking cult, they lied to the cops, saying that, called them up and lied and said that they owned the property. And then everybody got the same fake script. Stay off of other people's property. That's not your property. Well, it ain't the perp's property either that they called in, from out of state and lied and said that it was theirs and thought the shit was funny. And I got wrongfully arrested and taken to jail. And the cops were perps. And so people in the so-called TI community, they're hell bent on wanting to defend and agree with the cops and talk about that it was unnecessary and uncalled for or so wrong for me to call the cops names. But these motherfuckers ruined my damn life. That I have to deal with got wrongfully arrested, my belongings violated, you broke my damn phone, intentionally stumped and kicked and dragged my belongings, and threw my backpack. And then when I tell you straight up, you're going to hell for doing that to me, then you say, oh, that's not nice. But you think that's exactly what a fucking psychopath would do. And the foster brother Joe would have, acted like that too. And playing psychological games. And the cops' real reason for arresting me was for not answering their freaking questions. She kept on repeatedly saying, if you do not, of course that was after she broke my fucking phone. She kept on saying, if you do not answer my questions, then, you're going to jail. Some people say I have a lawsuit on my hands. So I don't know. But certain people say that, oh, if I were to pursue a lawsuit and win, that equals selling out. But I don't know. And so I saw like a documentary, I mean a short YouTube video today about basically that police officers are devil worshippers that are after your souls. That with that for Masonic fraternal order of police. Yeah, because I heard that once they get you in the jail system, the only way you get out is if you sell out. That's what people say, but I don't know. Like if you're convicted of whatever crime. And so when I hear stories about how people are supposed to go to prison for long sentences for like murder or something, like say if they're supposed to do 30 years for murder, um, I wonder how is it you know, how come certain people get different prison sentences for murder? Like if some people might do 5 years, some people might do 20 years, some people might do 30 years, some people might be doing life. Some people might, if people might say like you're sentenced to 140 years in prison. That's dumb because people don't even live 140 freaking years. But and then so say for example if you're sentenced to 20 years in prison for murder, right? And then you hear about how that person had like was only in prison or something for like a month, and then they said, oh, well that person was released early for good behavior. Good behavior, yeah, that's yeah, cause of selling out or taking a Illuminati deal. You sold out in order to alleviate the torture. But I'm fighting as hard as I can to avoid selling out. I'm trying to get closer to Jesus Christ. So, after the perps, succeeded at getting me wrongfully arrested, and now I have to fight a criminal charge. That was a gang stalking setup, and now they keep harassing me about red velvet cake and harassing me about my soul now. And DMX, the rapper, said that Satan propositioned him 3 times. But, I heard that he was a child practicing witchcraft or whatever, and that he was also an MK Ultra victim. But some people say he was targeted as well. Well, they compared him to Tupac. And so DMX supposedly turned Christian. Um, but then people say he was cloned. So but excuse me. Yeah, well, if that's the case, the gang stalking network, they always do it online. Excuse me, trying to either make offers or want to try to demand that I or trying to act like they want to beat me into submission. Alex Dupree couldn't get me. DJ couldn't get me. And the fake Darnell Williams purpose act like as if he's like betting on my soul. He's a sick person. Excuse me. So, I showed y'all in the community post what he said, falsely accusing me of molesting the cat and then making remarks talking about that I should join join me in eating red. Like, I mean, you can't call people greedy if you after somebody's soul. I don't want to join y'all's fake satanic cult. Oh, and earlier the fake Aquarium Doris perp came to harass me earlier. This morning. Was it later this morning or earlier this afternoon? And so David James said something about, he made a fake new account and a fake comment talking about, oh well, Candy ate red velvet cupcakes with cat poop or something like that, you know. But y'all calling me greedy for trying to survive, because that's what my Twisted the smear campaign had told y'all. But she been overweight and obese. And so, you know, excuse me. Sorry. So she been overweight and obese and try to convince her cult followers to harass me and trigger me and call me fat and greedy. Well, excuse me, while she try to rub it in my face and try to make like she can rub it in my face about treating Tiara for her birthday, and just, you know, treating Tiara to a lavish birthday, and you know, just make it like, oh, I'm cooking for my woman, or whatever, you know. But it's like, what makes y'all have more license and the right to eat than I do? Shucks, I try to work and y'all sabotage whatever job I try to get. Y'all were already plotting before I was forced to have to quit. Y'all were already conspiring to sabotage my Piccadilly job. Oh, my eyes. Feel like something in my eyes. So yeah, like, how can you call somebody greedy, but the real greed is selling your soul? And then you can get like praised and rewarded for any and every sin and crime while you're on the face of this earth. And then you know, and then, but I mean, I guess y'all feel like y'all can just live it up and do whatever you want. And then when you die, I mean, you don't take going to hell, you don't take it seriously. Excuse me. But then when the online perps make threats at me, and then I'd be like, well, this perp made such and such threat at me. And then they'll make a fake follow-up new account, another fake new account, to be like, that wasn't a threat, that was a warning. But they keep bullying, harassing, stalking, and following me and threatening me, and, you know, trying to invade in my personal life and act like they don't, and even have falsely claimed that they delusionally believe that they own me. And I wish these fuckers would go away. It feels like pests that I cannot get rid of. But at the same time, y'all committing internet crimes and brag about your internet crimes, but then yelling at me, telling me to take responsibility for that arrest, for that wrongful arrest. But I don't know if it's true or not that if you file a lawsuit and win, that means you sold out. I don't know if that's true or not. But, you know, but what am I supposed to just continue to stay getting tortured and not defend myself or fight back? Excuse me. And people sabotage whatever jobs or housing that I successfully got. And then when I become back homeless again, they do whatever it takes to coerce me to stay homeless and keep me forced homeless. And then society wants to pressure me to get another job or more housing, permanent housing, or making it like, oh, you're wasting people's money, or people are sick and tired of helping you. But like the same group network that you sabotage me trying to make my own money, or if you feel like me working at Piccadilly is scam and fraud, well, how come other workers it's not scam and fraud when they work there? I had a legitimate, honest job. And y'all took that away. So you keep sabotaging all my job opportunities. I write fiction short stories. Y'all sabotage me trying to make a living from that, or trying to criminalize my writings when there's no crime. Y'all be hunting for crimes that's not even there. Excuse me. So far I just got $2 of help today. But if it weren't for that, then I got $2 of help today, and then I had my I'm not gonna disclose the amount specifically, but it was enough for like at least one more hotel night. So I was surprised that the fact that tomorrow's Friday night. That tomorrow, I was surprised at how cheap the hotel was. The hotel night. I was surprised at how cheap it was. So compared to the previous Fridays, So what I mean, so I wasn't even sure if the funds was gonna come today, but I mean for the YouTube revenue, but it came today. But as I said, it was enough for at least one hotel night. I don't know about two hotel nights, but at least one night, you know. So and it took me 3 months to earn, that much, you know. So excuse me. And I mean, so they said it's supposed to rain and storm really bad tomorrow. It supposedly rained today. Um, but I haven't checked outside this afternoon or tonight. But at one point during the day, I did hear some thunder. Um, I did hear some thunder this afternoon. Excuse me, but tomorrow is supposed to rain again. But due to my targeting, it's like I can never have a permanent place to live again. It's still extremely hard to get a job, but it seems kind of like a little bit quicker or easier to get a job than to get housing. But then when I do even get a job, they gang stalk me off the job within it, whether online perps, calling up, or in-person perps, you know. Excuse me. So, and it's like the online stalkers are, I don't know how they're illegally tracking my every move. Even with me turning the location off, they still, you know, like I left, like Tuesday, I was told that I had to leave my phone. I mean, I couldn't bring my phone to court, and getting gang stalked on the way to and from, still getting gang stalked. So certain professed targeted individuals be like, well, it's your phone. They have moments where I've had no phone, that I had no ownership of a phone, and still getting the one headlights and all whatever gang stalking tactics. Excuse me. But even in Pensacola, Florida, the Escambia County sheriffs and the Pensacola police and the NOPD, New Orleans sheriffs, Jefferson Parish sheriffs, Gretna police, whatever. Even in Cincinnati, Ohio, Bloomington, Texas, Victoria, Texas. Gang stalking everywhere. I mean, everywhere I go. Even when I was in Miami, Florida, Alex Dupree would tell me the police got me under surveillance. I showed y'all a recent video of him, of him saying that. So, but it's not right to feel like jail or prison or the institution should be the only solution to deal with a homeless person, while y'all deny us the right to housing and jobs and criminalize us. Not all homeless people are bad. Excuse me. They have certain military vets that come out of the hospital and are just dumped on the streets. And crippled up in a wheelchair and with a sign, and then y'all criminalize us for trying to make a living. Like, if somebody try to make a living without government control, y'all call that illegal. But it's like, if we didn't need to wait on somebody to hire us to work, and we could create our own job and without having to answer to the government, I think that more of us would be having our own businesses or working or whatever. But the narcissistic government wants to control everything. Excuse me. So, and it seems like a lot of these freaking people, like a lot of homeowners and business owners, be Masonic satanic sellouts. That's why they not everyone, but a lot of them, and that's why they're so freaking protected. Because how come you can run a business or allowed to run a business, but I can't? You didn't do it by yourself. I'm pretty sure you had some support or some help. So, I mean, even when I had a place to live, after being workplace mobbed from the third-party company with the zoo job, I heard that company doesn't even exist anymore. It's based out of Covington, and it was called Phoenix Snow Group. With when I was working at the zoo in 2018. So I like after that I try to see about trying to figure out how to run my own business. But I see certain people, like I would see these people like by near the downtown New Orleans library and selling like snacks and stuff. And I'm like, well, how come I can't do that? You know, like I even try to find a way, like ask for advice on how do I get a permit to run a business. And like they had, like I try to even see about how do I um find a way to sell stuff at the French market in the French Quarter. And they had a fake abusive narcissistic fake bully security guard. It was a black man too. And he bullied, harassed, and stalked me away from trying to ask for advice on how to get a permit to work and sell stuff at the French market in 2018. You know, I even tried to go to City Hall, New Orleans City Hall. And yeah. But it would have been so easy if I had a place to live and a car, you know, and it would have been easier for me to be able to sell things and operate a business or something. Um, excuse me. But I heard that being targeted, that the Freemasons would tell the people in the community, Freemasons and gang stalkers would tell everybody in the community to do not buy anything from you or anything like that, or they will lie and say that you poison the food or something. And I'd be like, well, how come if that's the case, then why am I not criminally charged that y'all would lie on a target like that? If a target try to run a restaurant, and if they might have the fake if they might have a fake gang stalker that will lie, and you know that an honest person would say that, wow, you immaculately passed the health inspections of the restaurant. But if it's a fraudulent gang stalking Freemason, they would do something like you know, make up shit and lie and say that your restaurant is horrible enough that you failed. And they might be sneakily with falsely reporting. Or you might get a narcissistic abuser that's nitpicky, where your cleanest is not good enough for them. And they come on your shit. You know, but I mean, because it seems like with the government wanting to be God and being Luciferian, they act like as if they own your stuff more than you. So it's like, if you have like your own business, it's like as if the government owns it harder than you do, you know. So, excuse me. But I mean, it's like, it seems adventurous and fun for somebody to be like a self-made YouTuber or blogger or vlogger. Like if somebody had their own blog, or if they had their own YouTube channel and they document you know, their adventures. Like, you know, they have people who document van life, and because it's something positive and happy, you know, they get a lot of supporters. But you're talking about the targeting, yeah, people won't support you. Excuse me. But if I were to make an attempt to try to do something like that, the perps will try to stop me anyway. If I try to do something happy, or like, cause if I'm not allowed the right to be happy or adventurous or anything. But you see these happy food food vloggers or people who have like YouTube channels where they do hair or cut hair, or people who like do restaurant reviews or hotel reviews or clothing store reviews, or um, if they might I don't know if somebody might do I haven't come across any videos like that, but if somebody might have like a YouTube channel or even TikTok where they test drive and review driving vehicles or whatever, and see, I mean, and you like make a review about the video, I mean the vehicle, in the same way how people might review food or something like that, you know. Or if you review hotel rooms all over the entire world, not just here in America, but like if you travel the whole world, reviewing you know, restaurants, hotels, cruises, and it's like, damn, did people end up having to sell their soul just to be adventurous and happy like that? You know, but deep inside they're miserable. But people end up, you know, certain people end up either admiring or envying such a lifestyle, you know. Excuse me. But excuse me. Yep, in order to blow up and become huge and famous with millions of subscribers and followers, selling out is what they do. You know, but you know, I'm they say that, you know, if you're targeted, it's difficult to have a 9 to 5 or a regular job. But at the same time, you try to do something entrepreneurial, and the stalkers, they sabotage that too. But if you a real TI, you end up you know, you end up having it hard, and you know, nobody told me, I had to experience it for myself, that if you truly target it, then even other TIs will hate you and be against you, or believe the lies about you, or stay away from you. Excuse me. So, but why can't I just make an honest, normal living without selling out? I have a bachelor's degree, and they shut down and shunned my bachelor's degree. I almost didn't make it with the bachelor's degree because of gang stalking, family sabotage, plus Hurricane Katrina. But after Hurricane Katrina happened, you know, certain college professors at UNO, they cut certain corners to help me graduate, you know. But I almost barely made it. Excuse me. And I would have had all this student debt with no college degree. But as all we went through with Hurricane Katrina, I guess when it came to my college degree, I guess excuse me, I guess Hurricane Katrina was like a blessing in disguise. But if it weren't for Hurricane Katrina, I wouldn't have been able to make it, and my grades weren't good enough because of family abuse with both the foster and biological family. Of course, being abused would lower your grades in school. So, And I get called an educated fool all the time. You know, excuse me. But I'm the only person that I know that gets called slow and retarded that has a bachelor's degree. But I've seen people that's disabled with bachelor's and even master's degrees, but they get respected, you know. Excuse me. But yeah. So tomorrow night's Friday night. So I reserved for tomorrow night. And then I don't know if I'll have enough for Saturday night. But if that's the case, then Sunday night I would need help again. But other than that, I mean, I'm sitting here trying to stay off the streets, and basically there's no solution now. When I was in Pensacola, living near the water, everybody's saying for 4 years, get out of Pensacola. Or get out of Florida, stay out of Florida. Now everybody wants to tell me, you go and live someplace that's near the water or near the beach. And so they have somebody that commented the other day and today, and this probably was a different person, and she was acting similar to how the fake Savalas perp was acting, like coming on my page trying to be messy but pretending that she's on my side. But this person tried to talk like she believed in God or whatever, but it's like exposing gang stalking is not being negative. You a perp if you think that. Excuse me, but the same people who sabotage my happiness, the abusive narcissistic gang stalkers who sabotage my happiness, are the main ones falsely calling me negative. Or the main ones, y'all call me negative. Or y'all falsely assume that I want to be unhappy. Which is not true. So, y'all hate on a little bit of happiness that I even try to have. I mean, y'all have something bad to say even about the cat video. Or the videos where I say I was trying to have some happiness or positivity, and y'all find the ways to find dirt with that. I mean, y'all the sick-minded ones falsely accusing me of molesting a cat. But where's my right to sue y'all and take y'all to court? Excuse me. So I don't even know if Saturday would be enough for a hotel night, if I would have enough left over for Saturday for a hotel night. But um but you know that I'm covered for tomorrow. you know excuse me, I'm covered for tomorrow. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna get the funds today, but I got it. The YouTube revenue. It's not a whole lot of money, but it's considered earned income. And so I try to call about the taxes, and just one of the locations they referred me to is the place where I don't want to go. So I gotta try to see about getting my taxes done. If it weren't for the police or the jail incident, then I probably would have been able to work on it sooner. But now I got all this freaking court things to do, to worry about. Like this year just started and it seems like it's worse than last year. Excuse me. But and there have been people encouraging me to monetize my YouTube channel, but y'all know I got more haters than supporters, But yeah, this person I don't know, I suspect that she pretended to be fake supportive, and I suspected that she seemed like she was being a messy perp. But you admit that you be watching my twin sister's live streams and then you come over here and say you support me. You fake as hell. But I mean, but I'm being like fighting for my own survival and being sleep deprived and struggling with trying to get proper rest, that I don't even have the opportunity to be watching my twin sisters like actual live streams, and I would hate to be like getting upset all over again and stuff. So a lot of the times I be trying to stay away, But I hate what's going on with her. I didn't even realize that was going on, but at the same time, I mean, I wish that foster care would not have messed us up like this. And now everything seems hopeless and irreparable. Like, it seemed like as if me and my twin sister never did have a strong bond. But we had like failed attempts at trying throughout so many decades, But if me and my twin sister were close, in which I wish that we were, if we were close, then I wouldn't be in this predicament. But it would be sad that if I would have ended up selling out and still the black sheep of the family, or the family still wouldn't be bothered, or even my own twin sister. And I'm not selling out for that either. I'm not selling out for money. I'm not selling out for relationships or friendships. I'm not selling out for, anything. And then even Kanye West said that when he said he sold his soul to the devil, and that he said he knew it was a crappy deal and it came with a few toys and a Happy Meal. People don't be lying when they say that, when they sell their soul to the devil. And it's a cheap deal because you don't even get the riches. Like, you don't be making millions for you when you're an artist or a celebrity. Excuse me. They flash money that's borrowed money. Flashing money's cars and all these expensive, nice houses. like it's like they are indebted. You know, it's like they'll give you this house, but then you have to fulfill satanic obligations, or else they'll kill you off if you not useful to them. Excuse me. But I heard about Naomi Campbell owning her own special island and stuff like that. Excuse me. But in order to have those nice things, people end up being on under MK Ultra and experience horrific abuse. You know, both abusing and being abused. And it's weird that people say, even though we feel like we're enslaved being homeless, and I talked about this in 2019, but that channel is no longer here. But in 2019, I talked about how the rich celebrities supposedly are more enslaved than a poor homeless person. I don't even know if that might be why they're jealous of us. You know. Excuse me. But it is, I feel enslaved, or like as if I don't have any freedom or rights. You know. Excuse me, but I've made multiple attempts at trying to secure like long-term or permanent housing, and that gang stalked me away from everywhere. I even tried it with job opportunities. What am I supposed to do? And y'all feel like the only solution is institutionalization or jail or prison, or for us to just die. Some people will be glad for they think we deserve to be exterminated in FEMA camps. But online I had to deal with this abusive narc named Andrew, who try to make like, if they have, it's 2024, and people be like, well, if you're typing on the phone and saying this, then there's no excuse for you to not have a job, or there's no excuse for you to not go looking for a job, or oh well, you can afford a phone but you can't afford this, or you can't afford that. And it's like, you don't even, like, wow, y'all think y'all know it all. You think you know my situation better than I do, or you think you can judge better than I do. Just like people think that they can judge my so-called criminal situation. They think that they know better than I do, or that they can judge better than I do. But I know it was a gang stalking setup. And right after that situation, now I'm hearing about this thing that went viral about the woman in New York that had like $1 million home, and the guy came squatting in her house or whatever. But I wonder if in order to minimize squatting, I wonder if the homeowners, like, if they know that they're going to be on vacation or go out of town, or if they don't use the house that much or whatever, that they should put like a big no trespassing sign so people will know. But then again, I heard, because people have tried this to me on Craigslist in 2022, that they have tried to scam me when I was looking for a place to live when I got my tax refund check in 2022. In 2022, when I got my tax refund check, I was trying to look for a place to rent or a place to live, forgetting that I was already on the area housing list. But I was looking on my own on Craigslist for a place to live, and the legit landlords would ignore me. But the fake scam landlords, they would respond right away. And be all the way from like a different city and state and trying to sell me trying to rent to me an apartment that couldn't find out someone owns that apartment. And so I could not accept that, But but as I said, when I was in Pensacola, Florida, the places of business, that police officer encouraged me to go sleep by that abandoned bank. And then I would sleep by other abandoned places, but never an abandoned or a house for sale or abandoned house or whatever. But me being in an emergency situation, emergency survival situation with the gang stalking, and then them gang stalking me away and the cops wrongfully trespassing me from the old Gretna Ferry and dealing with the gang stalkers. And then I went by 936 Huey P. Long Avenue. And yeah, the cops, gang stalkers, and people in the neighborhood said nothing for 3 nights. And then the online malicious gang stalkers called and right when I'm talking about that, they hit me at both ears with the high-pitched ring. This is the first time they ever did that. Usually it'd be one ear. They hit me in both ears with the high-pitched noise. So, the online stalkers called up and lied and said that they owned that property. And that's why the cops went and did to me what they did. So how am I supposed to tell this story to the lawyer without including that the online stalkers have been doing this to me? That they even lied on me with that in Pensacola and sicked the police on me like dogs and had the police come to bully me. I was there for 3 nights. And shortly after the video got uploaded, the cops came by so quick. That's another reason how I know it was the gang stalkers that did it. And the house was unlivable. Nobody living inside that house. I did not see any signs that say no trespassing. I didn't see any signs that said no trespassing. But if it did say no trespassing, I would not have gone there. If I would have noticed any signs that said no trespassing. And I was right on the porch, just sat there and could not sleep. It was too cold and I was being attacked by mosquitoes. So, yeah, the perps thought it was funny because the fake Aquarian Doris perp will bully, harass, and threaten me just about every day and cussing me out or telling me that, I'm invoking demons for your demise and this and that or whatever. And they're telling me that I will not survive the year 2024 or that I'm going to die this year. Excuse me. The fake Darnell Williams perp harassing me about how I'm going to die this year. He was harassing me, telling me that I won't live to see my 40th birthday. And then he falsely reported a video of me celebrating my 40th birthday. He waited months later to falsely report that video. And then I was at the airport when he did that. And then I dozed off and went to sleep. And then they hit me with a direct energy weapon to force me out of my sleep. Somebody at the airport or satellites or whoever or whatever. All I know is I was hit with a direct energy weapon to force me out of my sleep. And that next thing you know, immediately I noticed that he falsely reported like took an like waited months later to falsely report a video of me celebrating birthday and being happy, and then I appealed it, and then YouTube wrongfully rejected the appeal, and then he bragged and laughed, saying that YouTube and Twitter and TikTok are on our side, meaning the dark side, the evil side, the gang stalker side. While they say that him making fake new accounts to harass me, that he is not breaking any rules. That would have been outrage. I was outraged. But wow. Excuse me. So I am traumatized. I mean 2022 was pretty bad also. Like I have bad moments like every year. But going to jail, that's the worst. That's the worst. Because y'all thought it was cool to play a prank and lie and say that y'all were the owners of the property when y'all asses is not even never set foot in New Orleans. They're making my nose itch. Excuse me. So I wash my hands and cannot get the chocolate lava cake smell off my fingers. It's still somewhat, it's 9:36 p.m. right now. But I wanted to challenge myself to write 2 short stories today, but I only wrote 1. But I'm gonna remind y'all that the IRS and the Social Security Administration, they consider that work. But the online stalkers lie and say it's scam and fraud, sabotaging my money making opportunity or my way of making a living. And then they have people who make fake false promises to help launch a writing career, and then they ghost me or go AWOL on me. Or they will butter me up and juice my head up and try to tell me that they think that I'm really talented with my writing. But the online stalkers, they falsely think that my writing is so horrible. And then, you know, for me to, write my short story, they falsely think that that's scam and fraud. That they're that envious and jealous. But as I said, me working, like, when I was, the online stalker said, well, if Candy works at Dollar General, that's even would be, I never worked at Dollar General, but they said, oh, that would be even a scam and fraud. But then they'd be like, well, Candy needs to get a job working at Dollar General. Excuse me. But they want to try to control and dictate my life while they were destroying my life and want me in hell. It's like the gang stalking network. If you're a Christian, they will try to set traps or try to maneuver your life to where your direction and road, and it's like, it seems like they want to try to force you to go to hell. And they want to try to boss and control your life while they do not have your best interests at heart. You know. So well, anyway, I guess I'm gonna try to go. But yeah, so I'm letting y'all know that I'm covered with hotel room for tonight and tomorrow night, and but it's an iffy on for Saturday night. But I'll see y'all. Thanks for listening to me.